The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that Liam's journey is about to officially end with a shocking ending for the entire cast and fans. According to reliable sources from behind the scenes, the role of Liam, played by actor Scott Clifton, will soon leave the BNB storyline, leaving behind countless big questions as well as losses for the characters on screen. The article below will analyze every detail, fully expanding on all aspects related to Liam's departure, promising to create a blood-changing turning point for the entire film. Signs of Liam's absence and the reason for his disappearance. Recently, viewers of The Bold and the Beautiful often ask why Liam doesn't appear as much as before. He has almost no longer appeared in any explosive storylines after breaking up with Hope. Instead of the usual conflicts or dramas, Liam has become obscure, only appearing briefly or not being mentioned. It is not common for a pillar character like Liam to have his screen time reduced in the BNB universe, because for many years, Liam has always been the center of complicated love stories and family feuds. This silence immediately raised suspicions that the writing team had run out of ideas for Liam, or that they intended to change the blood of the show to create a new direction. This was also the time when rumors about actor Scott Clifton about to leave the show began to spread. At first, the audience still hoped that it was just a false news, but after a series of revelations from Scott Clifton himself, it seemed that BNB was really preparing to say goodbye to the character Liam. The old love triangle and the desire to renew the plot for a long time, Liam has been considered the center of the quite iconic love triangle in BNB between him, Steffi, and Hope. The intertwined conflicts and entangled relationships have lasted for many years, attracting a large number of viewers, but also making others feel repetitive and somewhat bored. Across fan forums, many viewers expressed their boredom when witnessing Liam constantly stuck between two women. Although this series of quarrel, breakup, and reunite developments once created great attraction, the exploitation of it for too long no longer seemed to be surprising. Therefore, many people expressed support for the decision to let Liam go, opening up development opportunities for other character lines and also avoiding the rut of love revolving. For that reason, the speculation that the creative team is changing blood is not without basis. They may want to revive a new wave with modern, different stories, ending the familiar motif of Liam and the love triangle. For a TV show that has been on air for decades, change is inevitable to retain and attract audiences. Scott Clifton's official announcement and new film project. All the rumors were finally confirmed when Scott Clifton shared on his personal page that he had officially left The Bold and the Beautiful. Not only that, the actor also announced that he would participate in a short film project in the near future. Although he has not revealed details about his new role, Scott has shown that he is ready for a new chapter in his career. This information makes Liam's fans both sad and excited. Sad because they will have to say goodbye to a character they have followed for many years. Excited because BNB can find a new direction, and at the same time, Scott Clifton will also have the opportunity to try other types of roles instead of being stuck in the triangle. Scott himself also expressed his deep gratitude to his colleagues, the production crew, and especially the fans of The Bold and the Beautiful who have always supported him throughout the long journey. For him, the journey has brought many memorable experiences, but it is time to find a new challenge. The cruel accident, the collision that led to the tragic end to close the role of Liam, the BNB screenwriters did not choose to leave gently, but created a painful accident. In an unexpected incident, Liam suffered a serious head injury. The collision was so strong that he fell into a critical condition, requiring emergency surgery to drain the blood clot in his brain. The scenes at the hospital became suffocating when Steffi, who still had feelings for Liam, rushed him to the emergency room. However, during that life-and-death surgery, complications of drug shock occurred. Liam suddenly had a violent seizure, despite all the efforts of the medical team. The moments of struggling to save Liam's life made the atmosphere extremely tense. In the end, his body could not resist, and the doctors had to give up and give him the bad news. Liam passed away forever. Liam's death officially ended the character's ups and downs in life, creating a huge explosion on screen. Not only Steffi, but all the characters related to Liam were caught up in a spiral of pain, regret, and self-reproach. Steffi's pain and Kelly's future the moment the doctor walked out with a sad face. Steffi didn't need to hear any more explanations. She immediately understood that everything was over. That moment tore her heart apart. The man who had been with her, fighting for love with her for so many years, was gone. Although they had conflicts, had been apart and reunited, the memories and attachment were not easy to forget. The pain was even more intense when Steffi thought of Kelly. What would happen to her little daughter without Liam, the father who always put love for his child first? This was not only an emotional loss, but also affected Kelly's psychology and future life. The harsh truth forced Steffi to suppress her grief, stand firm to take care of all the funeral arrangements, and also to be a support for her daughter. Bill and the endless torment. One of the key points that made the story dramatic was Bill, Liam's powerful father. Spoilers reveal that Bill played a major role in the accident, or at least made it worse. Some even speculate that Bill was the reason Liam was in a near-death situation. Liam's death unintentionally pushed Bill into a deep pit of guilt. He completely did not foresee this serious consequence, and now he has to face condemnation from his own conscience. The image of Bill collapsing before the loss of his son promises to become the new tragic focus of The Bold and the Beautiful. How will Bill act to make up for his mistakes? What conflicts will he have with Steffi, Kelly, or even Wyatt? Hope. Chain reaction. The future of Hope, Wyatt, and the entire Forrester family. Liam's death not only directly affects Steffi or Bill, but also strongly impacts Hope, who once had a deep love for Liam. Although the two have broken up, Liam's departure certainly left a hole in Hope's heart, causing a lot of inner turmoil. In addition, Liam's brother Wyatt also finds it difficult to maintain a normal state when suddenly losing a loved one. Meanwhile, the Forrester family faces a lot of trauma. Ridge, Brooke, Thomas, each has their own connection to Liam. His departure can open up a new chain of conflicts or create motivation for the characters to unite more. Everyone is waiting for a strong change in the script to see how B&B will turn the plot after this incident. New direction for the film, complete blood change? The decision to let Liam end his role with a tragic death is a risky move by the creative team. They want to be decisive with the old motif while creating the premise to expand many other interesting character lines and plots. Perhaps after Liam's departure, many secrets that have been hidden for a long time will gradually be revealed, or relationships will be reshaped. For The Bold and the Beautiful, a long-running TV series, blood change is an inevitable process. Veteran faces like Liam/Scott Clifton sometimes need to leave so that the series does not become stuck in the old mold. This also meets the expectations of many viewers who always crave for more breakthrough plots instead of revolving around the familiar love triangle. Emotional farewell and expectations from the audience. Despite the shock, Liam's loyal audience still respects and loves him. Through social networks, many people sent their farewells, expressing deep sadness at not seeing Liam in the next episodes. At the same time, they also wait for new twists that may appear from this death. The B&B production team itself has affirmed that all major changes are aimed at maintaining the show's appeal. However, the prospect of Liam's absence, a character with a long history, will certainly leave a void that is not easy to fill. Closing a page, opening a new chapter with all the above revelations, B&B audiences certainly will not be able to ignore Liam's final series of episodes. The long journey associated with love triangles, family conflicts, and especially Liam's efforts to become a responsible husband and father seems to have come to an end. The tragic departure, The shock of a failed surgery and the series of tragedies that followed not only brought the audience's emotions to a climax, but also pushed the bold and the beautiful into another chapter full of challenges, but also promising many surprises. However, Liam's image will forever remain as a symbol of love, difficult choices, and mistakes piled up in the journey to find happiness. The bold and the beautiful spoilers will definitely leave a strong impression on the audience. Finally, the farewell to Liam is also a prelude to profound changes. And from here, let's wait and see how the bold and the beautiful will turn out when one of the most important characters has just passed away forever.
Oh,